Good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a good Sunday evening. My husband and I went on a nature walk today, and he picked a whole bunch of wild lettuce, or poke green, whichever one you want to call it. It's called the same thing. Anyway, when we got home, we were trying to decide how to package it. Well, we decided we were going to try to use our seal a meal machine instead of just freezing it in water, because that process isn't the greatest. It sometimes leaks and makes a mess and
makes the poke green stronger.
The poke green stronger, yes. So we did some experimenting with our seal a meal because we didn't have any regular bags, and we came across a idea using regular freezer quart-size ziplock bags, and we're going to show you how we're using the seal a meal machine and the regular bags to seal our wild lettuce. Okay, this is the regular ziplock baggie. It's just a freezer quart ziplock baggie, and what we do, here you go, babe, is, let me get closer so I can show you here. You see the pink and the blue?
First you squeeze all the air out of it, sweetie, so you control it.
The baggie?
Yeah, see?
Oh, it don't have no air in it, sweetie. Anyway, you cut this blue right above the purple or the pink right there. You want to cut that one off first, and there's a reason we're doing this, and I'll show you in a minute. Just hopefully you have sharp scissors. So it's I usually have it laying down on the counter. It's a little harder standing it up like this, but I wanted y'all to be able to see, so
Yeah, stuff in it is a little easier too.
yeah. Okay, so you have both of those cut off. You have your blue one and your pink one. You discard the pink one. It'll go in the trash. And then the blue one, you have a darker blue and you have a lighter blue. You want to keep this darker blue one right here. And then you fold that in half.
There's your bag right there.
Okay. And then you cut this in half. Like that. So you have two pieces. And then with these two pieces, I got ahead of myself.
Yep.
Okay, let's do this again. As I was saying, you cut this blue. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying. You cut the blue right above the pink.
Yeah, you already zip it with that.
And I'm just going to set that one up there, and I'll use it on that other bag. Save a little bit of time here. Then I'm cutting the pink right below the pink. And as you can see, my honey already has the poke green or wild lettuce, whichever one you want to call it, in this bag. And these two little blue tabs that we just cut in half, we're going to put one on each side of this Ziploc baggie. That will allow the air from the vacuum sealer to still, it'll allow it to still suck the air out. So see, you have a blue tab on each side of your Ziploc baggie, and then you take that and you just put it in your seal a meal. And hopefully you can.
Or vacuum sealer you got.
You can't really. Hang on a second, baby. You can't really see the. Let me aim the camera down a little bit more so they can see. There we go. Alright, now hopefully that didn't lose the area. I'm going to bring this closer so y'all can see. Maybe. I don't think you can see that sucking the air out. Hopefully you can.
You'll see the end results.
Yeah, I'll show you the end results in case you can't really see it, but hopefully you can see that. Let me set you back up here, and it takes two hands for this, so I'll show you the end result in just a second.
pressure.
Yeah. So ours just, the green light comes on and then it'll suck all the air out. And then the red light will come on when it's sealing the bag. And I just hold it down while it does that, because these bags are thinner than the normal bags. And while it's sealing, after the little red light goes off, I hold it for just a couple seconds, and then I will show it to you.
Allow it to cool.
Yeah, and it allows it to cool just for a few seconds before I pull the lid up. But there you have it, a regular Ziploc baggie with a seal a meal machine, whoops, and voila. I tried this on a regular potato chip bag, but it was Doritos and it started crushing my Doritos, so I stopped, but it will work on a potato chip bag as well.
If you want to smash your potato
If you want to
chips.
smash your potato chips, that's true. So,
Show me the ones where you did over here.
we have done several. We picked, well, actually my husband picked 2, I think, Reese's bag fulls. And
Bubbles, actually.
Lowe's bag, okay. Let me show you. He's been over here working his little tail end off. Hold on one second. Let me flip this around. Okay, here is several bags that we have used with the seal mill, and you can see they all have those little blue tabs in the corner of the bags, like I explained. That, like I said, that allows the air to be
Pass through
the bag.
Yeah.
So it does really good.
Yeah, and if I'm estimating this right, this would actually be, about a dozen eggs, a smaller one. And of course the larger one, you're looking at probably 2 dozen eggs, depending on how strong you like your poke green. But we're looking at 1 dozen, 2 dozen. We're looking at a whole family meal here for a big old group right here. So yeah.
Yeah, there's probably 20 packages there.
Yeah.
And he still has,
I still got this
he
pile.
still has that. Let me show you how he's putting it in the bag.
And these are actually squished.
Go over here on the other side. But he's just,
Yeah, these are little older plants, so I picked the tops off of them. I never pick the whole plant, always top it so it'll resprout again. Or, yeah, I guess you'd call it resprout again. Just basically doubling it to where it will set in there evenly. Try to keep the stem part down so it doesn't stick up as she's sealing it. Like I said, pulling off the leaves because that's really what you're after. The stalk is good. Don't get me wrong on that. It's good stuff too. But when we take these out to prepare them, we just take them out and rinse them, unfold them naturally, and then rinse them, and then dice them up in small pieces and mix them in with our eggs. And that will be a little bigger pack there, which I would guess. I'm guessing probably a good 2 dozen eggs with ease, and of course that's to our taste, our flavor. You may not like your poke green that strong. I mean, it's up to each individual, like I said. If I were to loosen it up, yeah, there you go. That's still tight, but it's fairly loose. You can tell by the thickness and what have you. Yeah.
of course, you can't leave it up that high
Yeah,
when
'cause
you
gotta
put it in the
seal
seal a mealer machine, because it has to, you have to have your bag down in this section, and then it leans over like that,
and comes back.
and then comes back, and this is actually where it melts and seals it right here. So you have to have it pushed down a little bit in the bag. And that's what he's doing over there.
Go ahead and set your camera up over there and do it
So,
again. And I'll
okay.
see you do it again.
All right.
They've seen the whole process this time, so that'll work.
Oh, I guess I need to
Of course,
turn this around.
I'm pushing the air out and zipping it. Not that it makes a difference, except for the actual cutting the top of the little Ziploc out
Hang on, where am I at? Oh,
for her.
my camera's in the wrong direction.
I don't know where you're at.
Okay, that'll go in the blooper pile. Oh, goodness. All right. Okay, again, one more time, we'll go through the process. Right above the pink, right above the part that zips together, you want to cut right above it, the pink. These bags are pink. I don't know, they might come in different color bags, I don't know. But the blue is what we'll be using. And then you cut the pink off. And just, I don't know, too bad we can't think of something. I'll probably think of something later to use these, and I'll be like, man, I should have kept those. But right now I can't think of nothing, so they're going in the trash. But again, you want to keep the darker blue and just cut it in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. Well, I don't do perfect. My husband's a perfectionist, so yeah.
Just do it right.
He says, of course I'm a perfectionist. I married you. I don't know about that, but yeah.
That's right.
And then
I don't settle for less.
take those little blue tabs. And sometimes they're pretty slippery and you have to fight with them just a little bit. But anyway.
And of course you do it sideways too. So.
Yeah. You got them on both ends of your baggie. Just stick it in here. Hopefully you can see me down there. And stick it in there. And if you did it right, it'll suck out all the air. And there it goes. It looks like it's trying to do it. I call it accordion because it kind of just sucks it up tight.
Accordion itself.
Yeah, I think we might have to do this one over, baby. I'm not happy with the way.
See what happens.
It's not tight enough. It's too loose. Sometimes that happens, but what you can do is right where it's sealed, just cut right underneath it. And basically you're doing the same process. You're just sticking this bag in another bag.
Yeah, that way you don't have to pack it again.
Right, doing the same exact thing with the cutting off the tops and using the blue section.
Yeah.
This has happened 3 times out of all those bags we've done.
Yeah,
so
not very many times.
yeah, so 3 out of that many times is not bad at all.
There you go.
Okay, so let's try that again without the oops. You should have this down by the time I get done anyway, huh? Cut the blue off the pink. Just like so. Cut the pink. And I think my husband said that we can actually freeze these now because the moisture is out with the vacuum sealer.
No, there's still water in the plant itself. So when you freeze it, it's still going to create ice crystals. But I'm going to try it a little different this time. I'm actually going to put a few in a crisper and a few in the freezer. Because if we can leave it in the crisper, then the ice particles don't break up the actual plant whenever it thaws out or whenever it freezes. Because water, that's what it does. It'll freeze and it breaks up the plant.
And he's talking about the crisper in the refrigerator, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going to put some down at the bottom of the crisper, just keep it cool, and see how that works. Because I really prefer my wild lettuce or poke green fresh. Past tense, we always put it in bags with water and then freeze the water with the bags, which does work, but when you thaw it out, it becomes really wilty, kind of like spinach coming out of a can. And it's okay. I mean, I love poke green, period, but I prefer it fresher. So we're going to try this. Hope that'll work out.
All right, hopefully this one will work this time. Yeah, it looks like it's sucking it up this time, so just, I don't know if it's the bag or if it's the way I put in the little tab, or like I said.
I think it's sometimes how you hold it.
Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah,
It, like I said, if this was the third one that out of all of them that didn't turn out right. So,
Yeah, I believe it.
of course, I'm doing it sideways too, and
Yeah,
that makes a difference.
yes it does.
But there you go. One tightly sealed, vacuum packed bag. So,
Oh, and a little tip. Use fresh eggs from the farm. Because that's what we use. Brown eggs.
right. Cinnamon Queen.
Exactly. Good one.
Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed this and maybe you learned something. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you.